video, and I am so excited to share these tips with y'all because I know school has opened back up for some of us, school has not opened back for some of us. So I am here to give you some tips to either get you through this year and to keep you moving since you already started, and also to prepare your mind for those that did not start school yet. So I know that we all have goals that we want to reach. Of course, SAT has come around the corner for us that are juniors, such as I, and some of us are going to take ACT depending on the college, and sometimes some of us, all we need is our grades, and we don't have to worry about that stuff. So I just want to give you some tips that I have on my lovely computer. I wish I could show you on my back. I'll probably do it after I'm done. I have really nice stickers, and I decorated it. I put it on my Instagram one time, but I don't know, some of y'all might have missed it. Anywho, number one, set goals. Do y'all remember GOAL? I personally do not remember what each letter meant. Also, if you catch me looking out the window, it's because I have a package coming, which is a book, the SAT book for 2021 that I want to show you guys, but I might have to throw it in last minute at the end of the video. Or if y'all see me get up and run, that's what I'm going to run for. But GOAL, goal, I don't remember exactly what each word meant, but I know that you need to be realistic with yourself. Don't compare yourself to anybody else. You don't need to be like, oh, I want to be like the girl that got the 4.3. She probably busts her brain 24/7, and we're all not built like that. I'm not built like that, even though I have all A's. But be realistic enough to know that I can get an A in this class, and this class. And the most I can do in these other classes is hit an 85, and then in the second semester, push for that 5 points, because you can make it. You really can make it just from doing simple, busy work, homework. Sometimes some teachers, they grade you for notes, and that's one section I'm going to get to. I have examples and everything. Can't wait to show y'all. But next, know your weaknesses. Understand, it's not to say, oh, I'm dumb, I'm stupid, I don't understand. No, it's never that. Understand that it's just not your strong suit. I can say that science is not my strong suit. History is not my strong suit. Short story, I came to Georgia and y'all were different from up north, and y'all literally studied the state of Georgia's history. And some of y'all been doing that since y'all were like in middle school, elementary school. Well, it was middle school, but that broke my heart because I was like, I don't know anything about Georgia. And you know, everybody else around me was like getting hundreds and stuff like that, and I just really didn't understand. And there was a point that I had a 40 in that class. I did. I had to call my parents and this and that, but of course it just took hard work, dedication, and knowing that I have to communicate with my teacher, because he didn't know that I wasn't from Georgia. He could have thought I just moved from a different school. It turned out to be one of my favorite teachers towards the end of the year that I still talk to on and off every now and then. But communicate with your teachers. That is also another section. But for number 2, timing is everything. Please, 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 please do not take 3 days to do a 2-hour homework job. I know that procrastination is real because I do it. I would sit there and be like, I'll do you tomorrow because I have A day and B day, and I'm like, I'll do you on B day. But then sometimes I'd be like, well, now I don't really want to do it. And then soon you know it, it's the morning of the class, and I am running before drinking my cappuccino and writing like this, and it looks all rush ugly, and some things are probably wrong, and of course it comes out terrible. So please do your work. Don't wait until the morning on the bus, because the teachers are gonna know. They're gonna be like, this handwriting is all janky, it looks like you just did it like 5 minutes ago. In reality, you did do it 5 minutes ago. Next point, when it comes to timing, have a set schedule. I know it sounds like, oh, I'm not a kid, I should be able to control myself, but having a set schedule really does help you. 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. I get up and I have breakfast. If some of y'all exercise, go do your little 30-minute walk outside. I did it the other day. Felt really nice. It was good. Got some fresh air in my lungs. Amazing. But make sure by like, I don't know, 8:30, 9 o'clock, I'm getting ready for school, because apparently school starts at 9:45. So You would say that you're getting your supplies ready about that time. Make sure everything's here. Set up your computer. Make sure there's no issues with Wi-Fi, this, and that. Then, of course, your class schedule, that's already set. Make sure you make it in between all your classes. Maybe in between breaks, you want to say grab a snack, water, and all the other stuff. And then after school is done, do not just go and sleep and say, oh, I'm over this school day. No, baby, because they probably assigned you work. So take that time, see the dates that you have to finish that work and turn it in. And if you see some of it and it's like, oh, vocabulary, knock that out. Don't sit on that vocabulary. Vocabulary is easy, baby. But then if you have like, I don't know, 2 pages, say, I'll knock out 1 page right now, and maybe later I'll look at another page. Do not just kind of pile everything on you, because of course you're gonna get stressed and it's like, ugh, I don't want to do this work now. I get frustrated because I be like, 5 assignments, are you kidding me? But then when I take the time to break it down, put it in a good time schedule, it's over with and I'm free for the rest of my day. Do not stress. As I said, do not look at all those assignments coming in and you start, oh, I can't do this, I'm so sick of. No, because the dates are probably separate. You probably have different time schedules. It's probably really easy knockout work. So please take the time. Don't stress. Don't let that homework beat you. It's a piece of paper. It's words. Don't let words overcome you. You stronger than that. Period. But number 3, as I was saying, talk to your teachers. Even though we are at home, please conversate with your teachers. Because if you never conversate with them, they'll probably help you, but they'll probably be like, well, you never really asked me for help before. Please don't be afraid to say you don't understand. Because I know that now we're on this Zoom thing, everybody's like, ooh, I don't want to say I don't understand in front of the whole class. Don't care if them kids want to sit down and not say anything and be lost, or if they sleeping, or if they just say, hold on, ma'am, can I please get 2 minutes of your time for you to re-explain that for me, please? And you're probably helping somebody else that's lost and confused and don't know what they're doing. Because best believe, when I was on Zoom, I'd be like, hold on, Miss Novak, I didn't understand that. Or even if you can't see the board, speak up. Don't just sit there and squint and be like, oh, I give up because I can't see. No, be like, excuse me, your thing's a little blurry. Can you come forward? Can you go back? You know, let them know. Don't be afraid to say what's on your mind, because if other kids want to act stupid and be like, I'm at home, I don't care, that's them, child. You ain't trying to get held back, because last time I checked, I'm 2022 and I'm trying to keep that. I ain't finna be no 2023, 2020. Nope, no, that is not for you. Make sure you keep their contact information. Usually in the beginning of the year, they will give you a Remind. Use those. Those are very good. I used Remind like crazy last year, and I kept very close contact with my teachers. Whenever I had an issue, they answered me like that. And I also Remind, it doesn't text in the whole group for the whole class to see. It's individually between you and the teacher. So if you have nervousness about that, that's something that you can assure that everybody else is not going to see your messages. Also keep emails, their emails. You could also naturally look it up for my Newton babies. I don't know if anybody else is going to see this, but if your system works like this, you could go into your student webmail and you could type in their name and it will pop up their email, you know, all that good stuff, and you could talk to them personally through there. But next is notes. That's literally what I wrote on my computer. Notes. Notes is everything. Some teachers literally only do notes because they know that some students are not going to take the time out of their day to write good, deep, detailed notes. So then they might just give a test on what y'all wrote down. I knew a teacher like that. She said, no notes, I'm not going to help you during the test. And you know how many kids sat there and struggled because their notes was either too weak, they didn't have any examples, none of that. And she didn't want to help them because she was like, clearly you don't want to help yourself. So I'm going to show y'all some of my notes that I had from last year. There you go. I keep all my paperwork. But here's one example. She used to give guided notes, and all you had to do was fill it in. And sometimes I used to write little side stuff on it. And there was a back with examples. So sometimes this would literally be your guide through the test. This little paper would have gave you that 100. But because you wanted to be lazy, Now you push it on the edge of a 70 and maybe a 60, and you have to come back after school. And there's nothing wrong with that, because personally, I had to, I didn't go back to school because I did bad on the test, but this is literally one page from me going for tutoring, and it was so much better because it was only me and another girl, which means I had all her time to ask questions, to be confused comfortably, like not like holding back the rest of the class and everybody is now getting annoyed because I asked. Also, practice. I did these problems from online. I just found some random problems to do, and I'll show you an example of another class, because that's geometry that I've been showing y'all. This is also how I take my geometry notes. Put a title, what you're doing, and after break it into sections. Don't have everything running into each other, because then you'll be confused, like, okay, which is which. For physical science, I used to do this. I was extra, but it worked in the end. It was worth it because I was never confused on any test. For physical science, I did these type of notes on grid paper. It was easier for me to break everything down and to separate everything in these lines. You don't have to do the fancy titles. I was just weird, y'all. But draw pictures. No matter how old you are, pictures always help. They don't have to be artist perfect, because clearly I can't draw that well, but they're gonna help you so you can remember, because sometimes there are picture questions on tests no matter what. Vocabulary, use different colors, and I'm also gonna show y'all the pens that I just got. Different colors help you, it brings your attention to it, and also it will help you remember too. But that's mainly it. More pictures and more vocabularies that are in different colors. But as you can see, I have notes. Anything that you need from that section, you can come to me and I'll be like, here, it's this page. I even put grids in different colors, because you know why? I will remember this was in the green section, orange, blue, yellow. And like, I know my friends, they used to love my notes. They used to come running and be like, girl, let me get them notes. And I'd be like, go ahead, because it's in perfect unison. It's put together correctly. You gonna know what, you ain't gonna be confused like, where is this? But for number 5, which I think I'm gonna bring into a close. Let me see, because I could also make a part 2 of this too. It doesn't have to be all today. But for number 5, set up an atmosphere for success. Let your family know, do not come in here. Especially if your atmosphere is your room. Do not come in here. Do not disturb me. I am about to be successful. I'm about to put in work. Make sure you have everything. It's okay to have snacks. It's okay to have water, because some people, they can't function on an empty stomach, and I'm one of those people. Please make sure that you have a healthy breakfast, or at least you have snacks with you so you can focus and function, because you cannot function on a starving stomach, period. If you don't like quietness, because I don't, put on a little bit of lo-fi beats in the back of your room. It doesn't have to be too loud, just low, but you can still hear it, and it's just relaxing. You could breathe. For people that have candles, light a candle. That's very relaxing. Light it up and let it open up the air, the smell, especially if you have lavender and all that other stuff. It calms your body, it relaxes you. But set up an atmosphere for success. Do not have friends on the phone while you are working. I know that's like, oh, what? But some friends can be a distraction, especially if you and that friend are gonna joke around a lot. I know I'm very jokey. Y'all probably not gonna get no work done. But if y'all are serious and y'all are setting up a study group, cool, y'all could do that. But I'll be on the same page, have the same goals. Do not be joking, because it's not time to joke. It's much harder for us to do virtual school now. It's literally up to us to get our own education. So if you're not there, a go-getting spirit, it's not gonna happen. But yeah, set up an atmosphere of success. You're successful, but don't have no distractions. Let the family know, hey, you can't be all with that noise or whatever. Just don't come in this room, all right? But don't be discouraged by one bad grade. That does not define you. One bad grade does happen. Two bad grades does happen. But don't just feel like you're stupid and that you have failed that class and not try to go for it more. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't let that stop you. Do test corrections and see where you can go from there. Because the only way that you can go up, you can't go more down. You can go up. That's the only place that you can go up. Organization, people, organization. As you can see, I had everything separate. I just kind of messed it up. Oh well, trying to show y'all, but it's okay. But OneNote, they have books that you could type on your computer, and you can have it geometry, this, that. I keep on saying on my 10th grade classes, but I really haven't looked at my new classes yet. They haven't released the schedule. Remind your calendar. Please don't put them all together in one, because you will mix it up. You might accidentally turn in your geometry work to your history class, and they're going to be like, I didn't ask for that. Also, title all your documents. Now that we're on full computer, title them up. Don't mix them up together. But that's all I really want to say to y'all. If my book comes, I'll probably do a real quick second and let y'all know what the title of the book is. I got these pens. Of course, it's all discombobulated. They write beautifully. They're really good, especially if you're a note taker. We all gonna be note takers this year, so please go get you some good pens. They're called Ibamya and Bayam, something like that, and they write so cute, so amazing, crystal clear, you know, doesn't bleed through the page. I love that. Doesn't bleed through. So I love you guys, and I want us all to be successful. I don't want to hear anybody getting held back. I don't want to hear anybody stressed over schoolwork. If you're stressed, please contact me in my Instagram. You could DM me personally if you have any questions. Don't be afraid to talk to me if you need to talk. I have an email also on my Instagram. If you click contact, which also has my phone number, don't be afraid to text me. Just text like, hey, I'm from YouTube and I have a question, you know, before any of that. So I know, and I wouldn't just like, you know, delete you because I don't answer random numbers, and even say your name, you know, or you could just talk down in the comments. Totally do that. I'm not going to stop y'all. My comments are going to be open now because the first video, it wasn't open. But, yeah, I hope the time limit doesn't bother y'all, but I'm really just trying to give y'all some really deep information for school. So please, 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 please listen, take this into consideration, go back and everything. I love you guys.